Welcome all, welcome everyone. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Today we have a very interesting topic of discussion. Today's podcast is very interesting and very informative, where we're going to talk about something which is like a very micro niche of people, where people who are preparing for NEET, what they should be doing as part of their preparation. And we have our special guest who is an orthopedic surgeon himself, and he has designed a framework that will help you crack or prepare for NEET in just 33 days. I would like to welcome Dr. Praveen Modi. Dr. Praveen Modi, welcome to today's show. And why don't you introduce yourself and tell us about what are you doing right now and what is your mission?
Thank you, Ajinkya. Uh, I am an orthopedic surgeon, Ajinkya told you. I am doing this work NEET in 33 days because I find out that their students are overwhelmed by the course of NEET. And I'm an author of upcoming book, NEET in 33 days. Don't crack, just unlock the NEET. Everyone is trying to crack it, but I say that no need to crack, just unlock. I have done my MBBS. I have selected for MBBS in 1981, and I have completed my MS in 90. Since then, I am in practice and doing practice. In 2016, when my daughter attempt for NEET, and she will not getting marks in physics and others subjects, but she is above 450, but not getting selection. In NEET 2016, there was two times NEET happened because due to some paper leak. So in first paper, she got only 55 marks in physics, and she was so depressed. How can I do? And she attempt. He filled the form to attempt in second time in July. There was only 40 days, 30 days remaining for preparation. Then we worked together, and I found out her problems. What is happening with her? Why she is not getting good marks in physics? What I found that she is having a fear and everything. And after doing that process, after 1 month, she sit in the examination, NEET examination, and she got 120 marks.
Wow.
A person who is getting 55 marks 1 month prior, and she got 125 marks after 1 month. What happened? No increase in knowledge. That we have worked on only existing knowledge, but the way how to attempt the exam, how to learn, that's make a difference for her. Since then, I think about students are struggling for this. I try to give my learning to students in one-to-one learning and try to they get the result. But it is very difficult. It is very difficult to shift the learning, to transfer the learning to the student because there is no process. So I prepare a process for that and a framework for that.
That's great. So when we talk about framework, my question is, what are you trying to achieve within 33 days? In the sense, will you help students prepare for NEET, or will you help student understand the framework how to prepare for NEET? What exactly your framework is?
My framework is self-study. Okay. And I help to students how to prepare the NEET so that they get good marks. Students don't get marks for knowledge. They get marks how they solve the MCQ, in exam, in NEET question paper. If he is doing that work in less time and accurately, then he will get more marks. If he is not completing the question paper in time and not doing the MCQ, not able to do number of MCQ, so he will get less marks. So we will prepare the student to get more marks with existing knowledge. We do not like to add too much knowledge. We use what knowledge he has.
Can we take an example of how this works? Like, for example, uh, can we take one example and how the a student can approach that particular problem and MCQ to solve it? Maybe a random example if you have on your top of your head.
Okay. Students having a lot of problems. One is fear of negative marking. Second is physics. Third is time management. Fourth is they are not able to complete the question paper on time in exam. A lot of things, and course is very wide. For example, negative marking. They have mindset that if they attempt a wrong question, they deduct 5 marks. And if so, don't try to be attempt the question which you are not confirmed. They spend a lot of time on this thing to find out which is the answer right. Exactly what happened. They have a mindset, don't attempt, and they start leaving the questions. And if you are not attempting any question, you lose 4 marks. No attempt, 0 marks. If you don't attempt 30 questions in exam, your calculation will be out of 720. You are calculated for only from 600 marks, because 120 marks will not calculated because you have not attempted that questions.
Yes, right.
And when you have a fear of negative marking, usually a student forget what are they doing, and usually having a habit to leave the question without any trying. Exactly, rule of probability give a benefit to the student.
Okay.
You lose 1 marks when you are wrong, and when you right, you will get 4 marks.
Okay.
If you are not able to rule out all the question, even if you rule out 50%, took wrong answer rule out only 2, then you take the benefit of experience and mark some question, then there is chances you will get 50% chance to be right. If your question is right, you will get 4 marks. If your question is not right, you will lose 1 mark. One thing. Number 2, when you have a habit to fight the question, you will not leave the question as such. Otherwise, you have become a habit to leave the question. Oh, it is wrong. It may be wrong. I will lose 5 marks. Oh, you are not losing 5 marks. You are losing 1 mark. Right? That's the thing. And lot of students leave unattempted question, a lot of unattempted question, and they're not getting the mark. So we make them understand what is the negative marking and how can you use your negative marking as a weapon for you.
That's great. That's great. And I'm sure that this particular example or this particular process is there in your book. Let's talk about your book. What all things students can get out of that book? What is your process of writing that book?
In that, he will guide the whole process, how they can prepare, what is this need, and how can they use the exam time to get the more marks. In books, I had described all the problems the students are getting.
Mhm.
My book is not about the solving the problem. We have a lot of problems in life, and we have the mindset to solve that, but that's not work.
Mhm.
My book is about how to disappear the problems. If no problem, there is only result,
Mhm.
and that's by changing mindset. Because everyone in our scenario, every student always focus on problems and problems and problems and try to fix them. As Arjun was focusing on problems in Mahabharata, then Krishna give a wisdom to him and give a new thing. That's the purpose of life. Dharma sthapana. And the benefit of that new purpose. So I shift my book tell the student how to shift your focus from problems to your purpose of life and your and the benefit of those purposes.
Yeah, it's
That
very interesting. It's very interesting to understand your purpose of life, right? Because I think when I was preparing for one of my certification examination, it's the toughest examination. I had a similar approach which you mentioned, right? I was scared that what if I'm spending so much of money, I am trying to attempt, there's only one attempt. If I miss, what will happen? My money is gone, I lose my things, time spent, family time, and all that. But I think what you said, and which is there in your book, that how to shift your mindset to focus on your purpose of life, that will help you achieve your success, or whichever field it may be. It may be NEET, it may be your career, it may be your life,
anything.
relationship, anything, right? That's great, Dr. Modi. This is really great. So let's talk about one example which I am aware that everyone in this world is struggling, that is time management. Can you
Okay.
help us understand what is time management and how we can do it in your micro niche of NEET, right? What students can do to make sure they manage their time properly.
Ah, everyone is trying to manage the time, and you can't manage the time. Time is going in its way, but you can manage your task. In my book, we have work on that, and that's the learning process, framework, learning strategy in my book. In that, we make a learning strategy that you can refresh your knowledge, you can revise your knowledge, and then you can recall that. Each one is only working on how to get more information in the name of knowledge. But is it needed? Is in need MSc level of knowledge is needed? No. Only 12th level knowledge is sufficient to unlock the need. And we are doing lot of knowledge, getting lot of information, and revising and revising and revising. What is happening in this way? They overwhelm, course is wide, they have no time, and they're not able to recall all the questions at that time. If you have bunch of tools but that are not organized, you are not able to find out the right tool at the right time. But you have a few tools but they are organized, you can work faster. So we will give the technology. I have revealed all the technology, how to refresh by your short notes that you prepare previously or present in NCRT book short notes. Then how to revise by question and answer method.
Hmm.
Then recall by MCQs
Okay.
and review that and review that so that you can recall all the answers at the time of need, that is exam time. Do you
Hmm.
remember the story of Karan in
No.
Mahabharata?
Can you elaborate that?
Yeah. In Mahabharata, Karan is a great warrior. He has all the divine weapons with him and he can use them efficiently. But he has a curse that he will forget all the things when need most.
Okay.
And when he need most, he forget all the divines. He not able to recall all divine weapons to protect him and Arjun kill him.
Okay.
In the same way, most needed time is for student is exam time. And
Oh,
if you are not able to recall the answer and you have not done the practice of recalling, then you will not able to answer the question and you will not get the marks. If you recall the answers, you will get. The most important part of there's a learning. We have the process of recalling,
the
and we
answers.
train. I have given the way how to recall the answer.
I'm sorry, Dr. Modi, I've lost you.
Because life is also battle and exam is also battle. So I read about it in Mahabharata and I found out how can we do it.
That's great. So, what is that one thing which you would recommend to students today so that they can start implementing on their own and see results immediately when they see this podcast, maybe now or maybe later? One thing which you want to recommend to NEET students preparing for NEET, what they can do right now so that they can see the results, and maybe for further guidance they can reach out to you. We can talk about it later. But what is that one thing that you recommend to students that will help them prepare for NEET and see instant results?
Okay, that's the skill. Skill to solve MCQ. If you have knowledge, if you have a recalling power, but you don't know how to work with that knowledge in exam time. In exam time, the limited time is 200 minutes, and you have a 200 question. Out of 200 question, you should attempt 180 question.
Okay.
And 200 minutes, you do all that questions. How to do that work in 200 minutes efficiently so that you get all the question attempted and you get maximum mark. That's the way. For that, I recommend students don't go for only revision. You refresh your by short notes, do revision by question answer, one line answer question, and then do chapter by MCQ. After then, along with that, you should do full course MCQ test paper of 200 question. What what is the battle? 200 question in 200 minutes from all subjects.
Mhm.
Do daily one MCQ full course paper, and in last 20 days do 2 to 3 papers and review that. That will give you each time whole revision of whole subject. If you are taking the full course exam daily, and so that it will revise whole course in 3 hours,
That's great.
and you will get the important topic which is emphasized in uh, NEET exam, because there's a weightage of questions in each subject.
Mhm.
If you are doing the same pattern question paper, then this will make a lot of help.
Mhm.
I have also given want to give a example from Mahabharata. Abhimanyu. Good. Abhimanyu was a great warrior. He's a great mindset, and he has the ability to recall even what is listened in his womb. When he's
Oh,
in mother womb, he is able what is listen at the time. In the Mahabharata, there was a creation of Chakravyuh by Dronacharya, and only one person know how to broke it. That is Arjun, and Arjun was not there at that time, and everyone is amazed how to do it. Yudhishthira puzzled because he was puzzled. He don't know that. Then Abhimanyu tell, I know it. I know it. But I don't know how to come out from that.
True.
Then Bhim said, I will do it. And then he started to enter in the Chakravyuh. He do everything, every effort to damage the Chakravyuh, but not able to come out because he is not know how to complete the exam. And the end point is the your NEET exam. Is
Right.
if you are not able to come out from that, then whole year work is waste for a
Right.
student. So you practice that. You practice that Chakravyuh, that's exam daily, so that you are able to come out it.
Right. I think I also would like to give one example which I practice and it was very helpful. Uh,
Yes,
my exam was at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So, like I said, you said it right. You have to practice that full exam. For a month, I practiced at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. every
wow.
day so that my brain is set and active at that point of time when I'm entering the exam. So when I entered my exam, I know my brain is active. I have to complete my exam in 2 to 6 p.m. And that's how I prepared myself every single day. For that, I almost attempted 8,000 questions in 1 month, which
Yes,
which was something, and I reviewed it and I understood where my weak points are. I went back and studied, and then again give my exam next day, same 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. I was prepared in that sense. So maybe I think
yes,
you also, support that thought that when you want to prepare, you should evaluate when is your exam, what time, and make sure that before the exam you take ample of rest, no stress, and go for the exam on the fresh mind and things like that. So these are the basic things which I would also like to add to your point.
yes. Thank you, Ajinkya, to tell about your experience. And you know that when you are preparing in this way, there is no problems. Problems are disappear. No time management needed. No fear of negative marking. No fear of physics. They are disappear. So our shift is from problem to purpose.
Right.
Make the and doing that work in that purpose make a real difference in life.
That's great. When is your book out, Dr. Modi? When is your book out? I mean, I would like to.
Most probably in August.
In August. Okay. I would recommend everyone who is preparing for NEET reach out to Dr. Modi. There is link where he's conducting a lot of sessions for these students, and you can join those sessions. You can reach out to Dr. Modi about that. There is a book which he's working on. It'll be out in August, and read that book. That book, I'm sure it's going to be amazing because it's talking about not preparing for NEET, but preparing for your life, purpose of life. And I think that is one thing which you want to make sure that you want to picture in your mind, that how do you transform your life in a better way rather than preparing for just NEET, right? So NEET is one part of your education, but how do you impact yourself as a personal, life experience is what you can, learn from that book. And I would recommend you reach out to Dr. Modi. I'm going to share the link to reach out to him in my description of this video. You can check out, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to him. There are a lot of information which Dr. Modi is sharing with a lot of aspiring NEET preparing students. So reach out to him, and if you have any questions, you can talk to him directly. Dr. Modi, you want to add something at the end before we conclude this session? What do you want to convey to all the students who are preparing for NEET? One message.
I want to say to NEET student, don't be despair. Just be in your purpose and you will get your purpose. Make a chart of your purpose and make it visible on your desk.
Mm-hmm.
What you want and what is the benefit you are going to get with that purpose, and what is the benefit of that purpose will get society. that will inspire you, and you will go forward and forward and forward without having any problem.
Right? That like a vision board, right? You're saying?
Yes, vision board. You can say that vision.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you can. What you can do is you can create a vision board. What do you want to achieve as a state of your life? Maybe happiness, maybe relaxation, maybe finances, or whatever it may be, relationship. Just add those end goals to your vision board, and this one step of your life, cracking NEET, could be one step, one goal. And once you crack NEET, or once you unsolve, or what you can say, prepare for NEET. Next level is preparing how you can serve the community when you become a physician or something like that. How you
Yes,
give value to others, how you take blessings from others, right? I think that should be one purpose of life. Your vision should go. And I think that's what Dr. Modi is also doing. He's helping a lot of people who are reaching out to him for clinical help. He's a surgeon. He's helping people with surgeries, orthopedic surgeries. So I'm sure he's getting a lot of blessings. You also, if you're preparing for NEET, should have this vision that how you can change your purpose of life, how you can start giving value to others, how you can start preparing others to believe in, give and receive values, right? So I really want to thank Dr. Modi to join today. And Dr. Modi, I would love when you launch your book, please share the link with me. I'm going to share that link with everyone who's interested. I would also request your, contact details where people can start reaching out to you. And, people, if you're watching this later on, reach out to Dr. Modi. If you're preparing for NEET, he has an absolute framework which will help you not to crack, but unlock the NEET, right?
yes.
Thank you, Dr. Modi, today for joining this session. And it was really great talking to you.
Thank you, Ajinkya. Thank you, listeners. And I want to say thanks to all of you for providing time and your listening. Your time and your listening are yours, and you provide generously to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care, sir.
Namaste.